So if you've been thinking about becoming a real estate agent, I'm going to give you the 5 harsh truths that no one will tell you before you become a real estate agent, because I definitely wasn't told them and I wish I knew them. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you the big bonus one, which is one reason that honestly almost made me consider quitting a couple times. So let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Conor Green. I'm a realtor in Tampa Bay, and I wanted to make this video just so that as a new real estate agent, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, because we can all kind of deal with things that come on our plate as long as we truly understand what we're in for. So these 5 things, I definitely didn't know I was in for it when I first started. Number 1, you probably won't make a single dollar, not even a single cent, for probably at least 4 months. And the reason is because there's a real estate cycle. And just like any sales process, you've got leads coming in, and then you've got those leads that are then converted to actual clients, whether it's on the buying or the selling side. And then you've got a time period then before that client actually finds a property, whether it's on the buying side or if it's on the selling side, the client's property actually sells. And then you've got a time between then and when the property actually closes. So you've got leads coming in, which you actually have to find the leads first and get the leads. Then you have to actually convert the leads. Then the leads actually have to find something, whether it's on the buying or selling side, that they like, or have another buyer actually come in to sell the property, or buy it rather. And then the property has to actually close. So that long process there is why I'm saying you probably won't get paid for 4 months. So let's say on day 0, your neighbor who loves you, you guys have dinner parties all the time, they're gonna be buying a house. So day 0, they become your client, and then maybe it takes them about a week to get pre-approved and all, and now they're ready to start looking at properties. Let's say it takes them 2 months to find a property that they like. Well, assuming they actually get that property, and right now in this market where you have multiple offers and stuff, maybe let's just say they don't win the first one. Say they win the second one, and it's only 2 weeks later. So right now we're 2 months and 2 weeks in, and then it's gonna take another 30 days for that property to actually close. And maybe during inspections and stuff too for that property, maybe something goes wrong and they have to back out and find another one. But let's say it doesn't. So about 30 days later, now we're at 3.5 months, right? And that's starting at day 0. So you can see why all that time you spend with them, it can easily take 3.5 months. And it's not like it's impossible to make money in real estate and it's gonna take forever, but the purpose is that you're just starting off in the sales cycle. You're not gonna have anyone else on day 0 when you start that is about to close on a property or is in inspections or just found one or is looking. You're gonna be starting here. You have no clients throughout the sales cycle, and so you have to start the sales cycle all the way from the beginning, and it's gonna take 4 months, really, realistically speaking, before you make any money. So that's good to know. Number 2, you are unqualified and you are untrained. And what I mean by that is that just because you passed the real estate test does not mean you really know anything, maybe not anything, but you don't know everything that you need to know in order to be able to adequately provide a top quality service to buyers and sellers. There's a lot of stuff that you're gonna either learn on the job or learn from other agents as you go along if you get a mentor. And with this necessity for additional experience that you're gonna need, there's definitely gonna be a feeling of an imposter syndrome that you're gonna experience. And so you need to be ready for that. You need to be ready for walking into a listing appointment and feeling like you're not even really a real estate agent. You're just kind of faking it till you make it. Or going with a buyer and them asking you questions and you have no clue what the answer is. They say, oh, well, is this type of shingle roof better than this type of shingle roof? Or should I have a tile roof? Or should I have a metal roof? And you're not gonna be able to adequately or effectively answer that question because you don't know the answer. And the truth is, it's okay. There's no way that you're gonna know the answer until you look it up. I mean, that's just true for anything. You need to put in the work to educate yourself, and my recommendation is to do this in an aggressive manner in the beginning. Seek the additional education, whether it's through your own realtor board for additional certifications. Like I became a pricing strategy advisor, or PSA, so that was a certification I got. I also became a certified real estate negotiation expert, or RENE. So I went out, got additional certifications, also did more courses online to supplement, what I did not learn just by passing the test. Number 3, you have no health insurance. So if you're coming from a big company job, obviously health insurance is something that's, beneficial. I actually just hurt my foot like a week ago, and again, you have a big injury, you don't have any health insurance. I mean, that's a problem. And so that is one thing that you probably won't realize until you start on your own. You're gonna have to buy your own private insurance. Number 4, you have no paid time off. So when your friends are planning trips and they're saying, oh, I've got 2 weeks of PTO left, or I've got a week left, let's go do this, let's go do that. And while they're on a cruise in Greece, they're still getting paid. You will not. You're not gonna be getting paid. And so that's something that you're gonna have to get used to. Yes, you're not gonna have a ceiling, right? You can make however much money you want that year if you put the effort in, while your friend's gonna be making what they're making. That's their salary. So there's the pros and cons to it, but it's good to know no PTO, and you gotta be okay with that. And number 5, real estate is a roller coaster. And especially when you're a new agent, you are going to not be so smart. You're gonna ride that roller coaster. And what I mean by roller coaster is just like an emotional roller coaster of, oh my gosh, you got my client under contract. Oh my gosh, the place has termites and the walls are gonna collapse. Okay, we not gonna buy that place, so let's find them something else. Oh my gosh, this place should be perfect. Oh, they just lost out on it. I mean, and the problem is that if you ride that roller coaster up and down, your emotions are also going to translate onto your client. And so you need to make sure you don't ride that roller coaster, because you don't want to mentally and emotionally tire yourself out, but you also don't want to convey that same, feeling of all the ups and downs to your client. You want to be the person that is just rock steady in keeping your clients grounded and making sure they know expectations, making sure they know that yes, we're selling your home, we got great offers on the property, we're under contract. This is the first great step in getting your home sold. We need to go through inspections first. You have to know that they can request repairs if, stuff comes up, especially if there's something wrong with one of the 4 major systems, the AC, the water heater, the electric, the plumbing, the roof. They can ask for repairs if anything major is wrong, so you gotta be prepared for that. So again, these are little things where you need to make sure you're managing your expectations, your emotions, and also your clients, so that everyone's having a nice and smooth process. So number 5, it is a roller coaster. You need to be ready for that, and you need to be ready to not get in that roller coaster. So the last one, the bonus that I promised you, which is a tough one. This one honestly hurt a lot when I kind of realized it. It's not always the case, but when it is the case, I can promise you it's gonna hurt, is that even if you care a lot about your clients, personally and genuinely, for the most part, most of them will not truly care about you as a person. And I know this might sound controversial. I know you might have a lot of agents, comment below and say, oh, all my clients love me, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, my clients love me too, and I go to bat for them. I'll fight for every last dollar, and I truly, genuinely do care about each one of them. I don't see any of them as a commission amount. I see them as someone who's looking to go from point A to point B, and I'm looking to try to get them there from point A to point B in the easiest manner possible, and I'm trying to exceed their expectations. But the point is that, real estate is both a very much emotionally charged process and financially. And so if your client, has a lot of emotion coming to the deal, whether, the buyer, let's say you're selling a home and the buyer, is a little bit tough to deal with, and they start asking all these unreasonable repairs and all this stuff. You could have been having great conversations with the seller. You feel like you're about to go to Thanksgiving dinner with them, and all of a sudden they're blaming everything on you, when maybe it's just the house needs loads of work, and the only rational thing is for them to fix the AC or for them to fix the roof, that no buyer is going to be able to get insurance on the property if you don't. And it just might be a completely different tone from them. It might kind of hurt, and you need to be ready for it. Or you need to be ready for, if you don't, talk to your clients on a regular basis, if you haven't talked to them in a year, 2 years, they might go with someone else when they decide to buy or sell again. Again, because it's whatever, for the most part, is going to be in their best interest is what they're going to do. And it's not that your best interest and their best interest can't align and you'll always be together, like some awesome, happy couple. But you need to be ready for the fact that this is a business and you need to treat it like a business. And oftentimes people will treat you like a business relationship, that if you're no longer providing value to them, you're expendable. And that's kind of the truth of it. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that, especially if you're in the real estate business, whether you're going into it if you think that's true, or if you're already into it. I would love to hear what some people think about that and what their experiences are. So there you go, guys. Those are my 5 truths with the 1 bonus, so really 6. that people really don't tell you when you go into the real estate business. And I want to share that with you so that when you go into it, you really know exactly what to expect and you know the burden that you're gonna bear so that you can bear that and then also bear the fruits, because there are so many positives as well. And if you like this video, go ahead, smash the like button, drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of it, or if there's any other big truths you think I should have mentioned. And then also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make more videos just like this, super easy to understand and nice and straightforward. Well, that's it for me today, guys. So until next time, this is Conor Green. Have a blessed day.